Hi Platform, I'm Rachel and today I'm interviewing best-selling author Nicola Yoon.
Hi guys.
You may have heard of her. She has written 2 amazing books, The Sun Is Also a Star and Everything Everything. And really excitingly, Everything Everything is about to be turned into a massive film. We've got 5 signed bundles of Everything Everything and The Sun Is Also a Star to give away, so stay tuned to the end. So instead of doing a bog standard interview, I thought we could spice things up.
I like spice.
So in front of us we've got these lovely stack of cards. And each card has words on it as chosen by Penguin Platform on Twitter. We have to incorporate these interesting words into our questions and answers.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll have some interesting results.
Alright, good luck to us all.
So for example, hi Penguin Platform.
Got it.
So,
Yes.
First question.
Yes.
So both your books are love stories. What made you drawn to talking about love stories?
I am a complete romantic goober, so I'll always write about love and talk about love. I found the love of my life, and I just think that love is a thing that actually makes the world go round.
Yeah.
And I don't just mean like romantic love, I mean love of your art, love of your family, love of your friends.
Love of cats.
Yes, love of your own eyebrows.
Do you have any specific romantic films or books that you personally love?
Oh my god, so The Princess Bride is one of my
love The Princess Bride.
favorite movies. I've seen the movie 23 times.
Okay, no, I don't love The Princess Bride that much. No, I do love it.
I really quite love it. And When Harry Met Sally.
Yeah, the classic film.
Yes, and then Before Sunrise.
I've not seen that one, but...
You must. Okay. You must see it. It's so good.
And also in both your books, both your characters are quite opposite, you might say. Like, if you've got something about the opposite attracts.
Right, yeah, I mean, I love when characters fall in love with each other's ideas of the world.
Yeah.
So it's really nice when they're opposite, because then you sort of get convinced or you get a different worldview.
One thing I really loved about your books was they featured like diverse characters, but they weren't about race itself. What made you decide to, I guess, write books about people of colour's lives opposed to like about issues of race, I guess?
Because, I mean, I don't wake up thinking about like race and the struggle and that sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? I wake up thinking about practical things, like breakfast for my daughter and coffee. I think about that a lot.
Me too.
Right? And, we live in a diverse world with diverse people, and our jobs as writers is to tell the truth, and that the truth of the world is that it's diverse, and it's more beautiful because of diversity.
Yeah. I know you tweeted that very famous picture of you and your daughter about diverse books.
Right.
Is there something about writing for her, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, so the reason the main character of Everything Everything looks the way she does is because my daughter looks like that, right? So my husband's Korean American, and we have this little mixed race girl, and Maddie in Everything Everything is also half Japanese and half African American. And I really just wanted my daughter to be able to see herself in a book when she grew up, because I didn't really have that experience when I was younger. In
The Sun Is Also a Star, Natasha is an illegal immigrant. Is there any reason you were particularly drawn to talking about immigration as a topic?
Right, so, I wrote the book before sort of immigration was in the headlines in the way it is in America right now. But one of the things I wanted to talk about is, it's one of those things with the policy discussions are so big, and it's a headline and it's all politics, but really what we're talking about are people, right?
Yeah.
So people with real lives and real hopes and dreams, and I really wanted to humanize it, to say that, they have the same hopes that you do, they have the same flaws, they have the same sort of big dreams, and just like anyone else. So that we're not talking about it in terms of just big political discussions, but these are your neighbours and your friends and the people you love anyway. So
following on from that, there's been a lot of YA books now talking about like quite big issues or like things that really affect young people now. Why do you think this is like quite a big trend right now, or do you have any opinions on that?
Right, I mean, I think we are experiencing definitely a YA renaissance, right? And I think the books are so great because they're not talking down to teenagers, right? So teenagers are experiencing the world as adults are, right? I mean, they have big questions, and they're dealing with death and love, and they're dealing with the same sorts of issues. And I think one of the great things about YA right now is that we're not talking down to people. We're saying, we know that you are dealing with this, and we know that you are questioning the world, and you have to deal with big questions, and we're here to answer them or ask them with you. Yeah,
and you could say times have changed, and I can't think of another way to incorporate clock, so...
I did not include my word, and I'm astounded that I didn't.
So both your books have quite sciencey themes running through them.
Right.
So, for example, everything, Ollie's favourite subject is maths, so there's quite a clinical, medicine-y side to it. And in The Sun Is Also Starred, Natasha loves science, it was a big science student. And for me personally, like, I studied maths and chemistry at university. It's the first time I've kind of seen that type of character really represented in young adult fiction. Is science something of interest to you?
Right, yeah, so I was an electrical engineering major.
No, that's different funnel.
Right, so in college, and I love science and math. I was really good at math in high school, which led me down the path to electrical engineering. But and I don't actually think science and art are that far apart.
No, me too.
But I mean, I think people treat it that way, which is sort of unfortunate. Because I think science is trying to get at the truth of life, right? And art is too, and it's just the approach is a little different. But we're all trying to get to the truth. I always talk about like a sunset. Like if you know, I mean, you can appreciate the beauty, but if you know the science behind the sunset too, it just makes a fuller, more complete, prettier picture, right?
Brings a twinkle to your eye.
I got
it's upside down. Everything is about to be made into a film. How does that feel?
Insane. It's so surreal still when I think about it. When I just I don't understand. But it's great. I got to visit the set twice, the Vancouver and the Mexico set, which was done from Hawaii. And we even have a cameo in the movie.
Oh wow,
so
that's
my
exciting.
family and I are family on the beach, and we frolic in the waves.
What scene are you most excited to see on screen?
There's a new scene that was new to the screenplay, which I really, really loved. And it was actually an interesting thing reading the screenplay and finding parts where I thought, oh my gosh, I wish I had thought of that. Or they did a really good job with that.
Well, thank you for that interview, Nicola. I hope you had fun with these.
It was really, really fun. Thank you very, very much.
We're giving away 5 copies of Everything in The Sun Is Also Starred that's been signed very kindly by Nicola. To enter, you subscribe, like this video and comment below. The details are in the description. Where can people find you on social media?
I am at Nicola Yoon on almost everything, except for Snapchat where it's Nicola_Yoon.
And more importantly, don't forget to check out Nicola's books and the upcoming film Everything.
To see more from Penguin Platform, subscribe for a new video every Thursday.
And that's all from us, so see you next week. Bye!
Bye guys.
Right, it's one line, Rachel. You can do this.